What's happening, people? Welcome to Saeed TV and welcome to a massive preview. Manchester United at home to Tottenham. What you say is stat man Baines.
I'm good. I don't know what you calls in the comments already.
Listen, man, it got a bit rowdy on Tottenham's Toby's channel. You know, we were meant to do a simple combined 11, simple little chat. Big up to Mr. Dan, big up to Statman, yeah, man. And listen, it spiraled into a Poch Ten Hag debate. This chat is so fiery that I think people could lose friendships over this. You know what I mean? It's that crazy, mate. It's that deep. Yep, Harry versus Harry. Statman, I have to put you on the spot. Who do you want? Pochettino or Ten Hag?
We'll discuss it, innit? Because I'll be honest, I don't know.
Ducking away from the question.
Political answers, innit? Political answers, as you like to say.
Political answers, man. Yo, Fuad's still in work, people. He will try and get back as soon as he can. If not, it will be me and Statman. Charlie's away today, and also Adam is out. So it's a traditional me and Statman in the building. Big up to Samson. Big up to everybody in the building, man. Make sure people like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Statman Baines. Yeah, man. Big up to you. You know, I'll be honest with you. I think this Pochettino story comes with a lot of emotion. You know, it does, you know, especially Tottenham fans for me, because what happens then is they had a lot of history with Pochettino. And for me, like I said to you, he gave a lot to Tottenham with a tight budget. He rejuvenated their football club from where it was when they sacked Tim Sherwood to where it was now. You know, Pochettino is a very, very big reason why Tottenham are still competing today. Looking at Harry Kane, Eriksen, Dele Alli, you know, competing for top four when they had no right to. You know, this is a massive achievement. But, this is a big but. Managers, for me, have their time. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, maybe longer than he should have, you know, he stayed more than his welcome for me. Like I said to you, he should have been sacked after the Europa League, but the club kept it on because of the fail-tale story. This is similar with Tottenham. The fail-tale story that should have not have happened carried on. And that moment, Levy was right to sack Pochettino because they were digressing. The team wasn't playing great. And, you know, Mourinho was available. Remember, they did it in one day, by the way. Remember? One day they got it done. Similar to us when Van Gaal. We were sad that it went, but were we angry Mourinho came in? Were you angry? No, because he was a born winner. And sometimes you have to reflect on things and think, you know what? Two things can be all right. You know, Van Gaal, maybe, you know, because of the you know, maybe the way he kind of done things around, and maybe, you know, they wanted to take that next step. Maybe it was the right reason to sack Van Gaal. I'm not sure, but that's on the club to decide that. And Mourinho came in, and again, a similar thing. He had to be sacked. So, like I said to you, it's very, very even. But, you know, like I said to you, Pochettino at United, for me, doesn't make sense right now. It doesn't. With the way the squad are, with the rebuild we need, I'm sorry, Pochettino isn't the answer right now. 2 years ago, when it looked like everything was a bit calm and maybe Ole wasn't getting the best out of players, then yeah, you know, that was
I got a question for you. Yeah, we wanted a lot. Thank God.
I would get behind either manager. Poch has been hammered but failed at PSG, even though Tuchel failed at PSG. Yep. How well with a low budget at Spurs. But the thing is, we don't need to struggle. We need a big budget, and is he going to do well with a small budget again? I don't know.
No, my question to you is here: a lot of people wanted Poch a couple of years ago because of the rebuild, innit?
Not rebuild, because I thought he could do a better job than Ole.
No, but would you also say it was like everyone said Pochettino we could trust with a rebuild because of what he's done before at Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what everyone said. But we're in the same situation right now where we're gonna have to rebuild, especially if we don't get top four.
Absolutely. Who would you rather give that keys to, Pochettino or Ten Hag?
No, but this is what I say. There's pros and cons to both, innit?
Of course.
And if let's be honest, let's go through the pros and cons, innit? Because I did this with Flawless right now.
Yeah.
Pros with Poch. Listen, Premier League experience.
Yeah.
You can't deny it. Done extremely well at Tottenham with a tighter budget. Done well at Southampton as well. So you have to give credit to that. His teams, let's be honest, Tottenham, they play good football.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to give credit. I think they were one of the most hardworking sides in the league. But in the cons of Poch, you could argue trophies. He hasn't had it.
Yeah.
Big egos. He's struggling to manage them at PSG, even though you could say he's a toxic environment.
Yeah.
But those are two negatives. And let's be honest, say if Ronaldo does stay, say if Pogba stays, those are two big personalities, for example, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's another thing. Ten Hag then, what he's done at Ajax has been incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, incredible.
He's turned over Ajax from a couple of years ago when they reached the Champions League semi-final.
Yeah.
So you give him credit for that. This season, I think they've only conceded like 9 goals in the league or something.
Yes.
We're in March right now. That's incredible.
Incredible.
They probably, like, let's be honest, I'll probably say Ten Hag's teams play better football than Poch's teams. He's won stuff at Ajax, which obviously you can say is Ajax and stuff, innit? But you have to give credit to that. But then the cons of Ten Hag are he's never managed outside of Holland other than Bayern Munich's second team.
Bayern Munich's second team. And I think it was another team in Germany, wasn't it? I forgot what team it was. Oh, no, in Holland.
Utrecht or something.
Yeah, Utrecht. Yeah.
And with Ten Hag, another thing, he's had the perfect structure at Ajax. Like, everyone speaks on it. It speaks about it.
Listen, again, you know what I mean? How many times have you... Listen, I've watched Ten Hag, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't watch maybe Premier League, but in terms of, you know, European football, we know Ten Hag's pedigree. We know what he's about. We know what style of football he plays, how he's made, you know, De Jong, you know, Van der Beek, you know, the way he's developed players. I can say that for Pochettino, Eriksen, Dele Alli, Harry Kane, if you would call it as well. But my thing with Pochettino, for me, like I said to you, it's where United currently are. Where you have to assess things where United currently are. Is Pochettino going to come in and give us that kind of authority and lead us forward? That's the question mark I have with it.
Fine. Let me ask you this: lead us forward to what? Because I'll be honest here, we're not winning a league title in three years' time.
No.
It was in 3 years.
No. Because the thing for me though, we've wasted 3 years, you know that, under Ollie.
Yeah.
So who do you give the keys now to for the let's say 3-4 years? That's all I want to say. And when you look at
but listen, you I'll be honest. If Poch comes in, I'm backing him. Like, I don't think, like, when people say there's a clear, like, you have to go with Ten Hag, for example, I don't agree with that. Like,
and then you look at that, says Enrique.
Yeah, that's another one, isn't it? But say Poch and Ten Hag are the main two that United are clearly going for right now, isn't it? Like, someone said this: Ten Hag's a new shiny toy. I 100% agree with that.
By the way, let me tell you something. I don't think any manager at the minute right now is going to fix all United's problems. By the way, you know what I mean? It's all about, by the way, when we're talking about managers, by the way, we're not slandering either manager. I'm not going to slander Pochettino. I'm not going to slander Ten Hag. I'm not going to slander Enrique, Zidane, nobody. We're not here to slander managers, because at the end of the day, they're going to come to us. Beggars can't be choosers at the minute. But all I'm trying to say to you is, I'm trying to look at the bigger picture and trying to understand here that we've wasted 3 years under Ollie, 3-4 years. And when I look at it, I look towards, and it's a preference, by the way, keyword preference. Not I'm dismissing other managers. Keyword preference. My preference is, for what I've seen of Ten Hag and what he can do, I believe it will be the ideal kind of scenario, especially with the way, you know, Ralph is trying to do things as well. Van der Sar link, could that possibly be a
okay, I've got a question for you. How many times have you watched Ajax in the league this year?
I've watched them a couple of times in the league, in terms of, I would say about 3 or 4 times. But in the Champions League, I've watched near enough most of their games.
No, but then you can argue that's not enough to make a mind up of, like, Ten Hag's flaws.
No, but how long has Ten Hag been in Ajax?
He's been there for time now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. I've built understanding from Ten Hag for how many years? But I'm not.
No, but would you say that's more down? Would you say that's more down to results on what you've seen on paper after the games, or actually watching Ajax? Because I'll be honest, yeah.
No. When you watch, because what you got to do is you got to watch Ajax as well, in terms of what they're trying to build as well. You're looking at the youngsters that they've come through. I've watched their kind of journey from 2017 all the way till now. I've seen their journey, and I've seen what they provide over the years. And then I'm looking at Pochettino's journey from when he left Tottenham, and at that time in 2019-20, when I called for Pochettino, I said, you know what? Let's go and get Pochettino. I said it clearly on this channel, and I said it all. You see that his magic, 2020 start of lockdown. I said now is a time to go get Pochettino. Then we've had this. We've had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And then almost a sudden, you're telling me now, after looking at the current value of the squad, I should then look at it and think, yeah, you know what? I want Pochettino. You just have to. I'm just looking at
No, I hear that, yeah, but I'll be honest, I still haven't made my mind up with who I want in between Poch and Ten Hag. But if you're Poch,
it's not about making your mind up. It's about preference.
But listen, if you're Poch here, look, we're gonna go for another rebuild.
I'm gonna back Pochettino. Are you mad?
We're gonna go for another rebuild, and Poch has rebuilt a side in the Premier League. So would you not feel more confident? Would you not feel confident in Poch then?
Hey?
Would you not feel more confident in Poch?
Confident what, sorry?
In rebuilding Manchester United Football Club?
Because he's done it in the Premier League. I wouldn't be confident.
Why?
I don't know.
Because if you're saying Ajax, then you can kind of say Ajax, Ten Hag's had the perfect structure. Overmars, Van der Sar.
100%. But he's still building that rebuild some way or some form, being involved inside of it. Is that a fair analogy?
I heard that.
Yeah, he's been involved. So for me, I don't like this argument that the structure's been given to him. He's been a manager. He's had some sort of input. He's not been on the sideline and be like, yeah, you man do your thing again. All I'm saying to you is, in life, yeah, you have to assess everything as they come and go. It's like now, if I've fallen out with someone right now, yeah, and we have a dispute now, but this was 2-3 years ago. We've kind of changed our minds now. We've had a handshake. Okay, we've squashed the beef. Should I judge the person now, or should I just judge them when we had the beef 2 years ago? Do you see what I'm trying to come from now? I shouldn't view someone and look at the same way I did 2 years ago. You have to assess them right now. That's what's giving core credit where it's due.
I hear that, yeah, but then you see with Pochettino. And
again, I don't want to stress this a lot, man. Pochettino, I'm not going to call him a yes man. I'm not saying he's a yes man. But again, is he strong enough for this new job and this new step up right now? That's all I'm trying to say.
No, but you see with Pochettino, I said this. A year ago, everyone knows. Like, I've probably been one of Pochettino's biggest critics, and everyone knows that. But one thing I would say on Pochettino...
what? I am... Listen...
No, everyone told me on Pochettino, that we can't judge him at PSG. Everyone said that. They said PSG is a toxic environment. But now you're saying you're taking into consideration the last 2 years of what he's done at PSG.
No. Because I'm looking at consideration of Man United in the last 2 years. Not Pochettino.
But then, would you not say we've gone backwards then?
Yeah, we have gone backwards. That's what I'm trying to say to you. But again, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, who's can come in? Is a young current manager who's doing well at his respective club, and for me has shown a progression from 2017 till now. And I would say the journey has been very, very steady. If not, he's had an upward trajectory. Mm-hmm. When I look at Pochettino's journey, I thought at that time when he was sacked by Tottenham and he was slurking on Sky Sports News and almost begging for the job, that's when I thought, you know what? And we lost to Everton, by the way. Remember, we're on a bad run and we should have got him then. And that was a time when I said, go and get Pochettino. As I've looked at it, he's gone PSG. And by the way, I'm not blaming it all on PSG. But I look at the way tactically, maybe, you know what I mean? I've looked at him and I think, you know what? Okay. And then I've looked at his journey. I think, you know what? For what United read right now, is Pochettino the answer? That's all I've judged it on. Nothing personal. It's all about preference, people. But listen, we have got a big game. Pochettino are going to help us. Ten Hag are going to help us. We have got the big game in the Tottenham game. By the way, people, big up to everybody who's watching. Fuad was meant to come, but he's been stuck in work. He said, I did send him the link, so if he's available, he will come. If not, don't worry, people. We'll try and sort something out. Me and Statman are here. Big game. Oh, let me just get the super chat in. Without Champions League, how will any manager rebuild this? Probably have another 50 million budget this summer. Lots of deadwood to move on. Got to be hard. You know what? That is true, innit, Statman?
Nah, but you say that, yeah. I feel like, personally, when we're not in the Champions League, we spend more in it. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we try to spend just to get back into the Champions League. Like, maybe you can probably say we might not attract the same caliber of players.
Yeah. Because
we're not going to be in it. But I still think we can still do a very, very good job at rebuilding the side, even if we don't have top four.
Yeah, absolutely. Leif, big up to you, goes. Who would the top two clubs be looking at in terms of replacement? Just saying.
I think, like, is Pochettino not, like, I swear Florentino Perez has been a massive fan of Pochettino.
Yeah, of course.
He's been a massive fan.
You look at the trend at Real Madrid. Do they care what kind of style of manager comes in? They just look at what's the next good things about. And if they think that Pochettino is the right answer, I don't think they really look at style. They just look at, manager who's very, very current and still is a good manager. Whereas I'm looking at it from a point of view of, I need to be careful in what decision we make, because then for the next 3 years, we're going to be with that manager. That's all it is. I'm very, very selective now as to who I want. And you've got to be careful. For you just to say, yeah, let's bring this, you know what I mean? You've got to be careful, man. So big up to you, Graham Potter. Listen, Graham Potter's a good manager, but again, is it a big step up for him? We'll see. Big up to Ilyas. Big up to you. Big game. I call this a must-win game, even though I personally think top 4's done for Man United. I think this is last chance for the players to get Champions League football, because we have an international break and then we got Liverpool away. So we got 3 weeks off and then international break. What do you think, man? How do you see this game going, man? Harry Kane, Tottenham are similar to us, They win 2 and then they lose 2. Or they win 1, they lose 1. Similar to us.
Saying that, I think Tottenham in their last 14 games in all competition, they have won 2 games in a row. Now, this is what I said.
They won 2 games in a row now, though.
No, in all competitions, they haven't.
Oh, sorry, yeah, go on.
And this is the problem now. I've said this. United and Tottenham are 2 very similar sides in terms of we're inconsistent. We don't know what Tottenham's going to turn up, and we don't know what Manchester United is going to turn up. We're the architects of our own downfall. This is why, if you're doing predictions for tomorrow, there's no clear winner.
Yeah. No, there isn't. I think there isn't no clear winner, mate. You know what I mean? Someone say Atletico Madrid. Listen, we'll get to that problem. We need to. One game at a time.
This is another thing that Ralph could worry about. He might be resting certain players for the game on Tuesday.
Bro.
Because I'll be honest, in my eyes, if I had to win one, it's the Champions League.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You know what? Let me ask a question. That is a good question to ask. I wish I could do polls and that, yeah. But who
you can on YouTube.
On YouTube. Let me try.
Yeah. Go on the YouTube comment section.
All right. I'm gonna ask the question. What would you rather win? The Premier League game or the Champions League game?
I think Champions League. Someone says that when you predicted 3-1. I'm gonna have faith in United, innit?
Yeah.
To win in this game. But at the same time, if you told me Tottenham won 3-1, I ain't really gonna be surprised. I ain't.
Said, if you tell me 10 players out and Ralph in, I'll take it now. Yeah. I've said that as well. You know what? I would, if I'm being honest with you. I think players going out are more crucial than a manager coming in. If I'm being honest with you, if you want the bigger question, everyone say Champions League. You know what? You know why? It's because it's more of a devastating feel, isn't it?
But realistically, yeah. I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League, but there's still a trophy to play for. Premier League, let's be honest. We win this game, we're not winning the Premier League.
Sorry?
If we win this game, we're not going to win the Premier League. If we beat Atletico, we still got a chance of winning the Champions League.
Yeah.
Because we're still in the quarterfinals there.
Yeah, true. Champions League, we'll get touched in the quarters. So yeah.
Depends who we face.
Depends if we get Ajax.
You never know. We could get one of Juventus or Villarreal.
Chelsea, maybe. You know what I mean? If they're looking a bit shot for confidence and whatnot. You know what it is there for me? We haven't won 3 consecutive games in Premier League since April 2021. Wow, that's crazy, man. Champions League for sure. But this is a massive game, though, man. You know what, man? For once, for me, I'm kind of worried about Tottenham. I never, ever am worried about Tottenham for some reason, because we always just used to roll them over. When I was growing up, every game was easy against Tottenham. Home and away. It was that's the way it was when I was growing up. But now, Tottenham do have a bit of pedigree, in terms of Harry Kane and Heung-min Son. Have they got the most goals passing together? Like the most, what do they call it?
Like Son to Kane kind of thing?
Yeah, Son to Kane, yeah.
Yeah, they're up there.
Yeah, they're up there, innit? So, like I said to you people, it's going to be a very, very tricky game, man. Harry Kane's scoring goals for fun now. Son, still a threat, man, even though I always think he's a purple patch player. He'll have a good 3-4 months and then he'll disappear for 2 months. But I still think he's a top player. Not a world-class player for me. Son, I think he's a top player. Kulusevski, this is the one for me where I think this is the danger man for them, I think you talk about Harry Kane and all that. I think this is the danger man. The one that will get in the pockets when Bruno and Pogba won't be tracking back. This is the player, man. Kulusevski. I looked at this player and I thought, 2 years at Juventus, hasn't really pulled any trees, hasn't really done anything, hasn't really got a spot, not really a player that you would look at and think, yeah, good player. But Kulusevski is going to be a big danger, man. Big danger.
Yeah, Kulusevski's been brilliant. I think he got 2 assists the other day against Everton.
Yep.
So credit where credit is due. And listen, Conte, in terms of bringing in his own players, normally has a decent track record kind of thing. And even like Bentancur, I'll be honest. When they signed Bentancur, I was like, I don't know, innit? Because I don't think he's been brilliant for Juventus over the last couple of years. But he looked all right the other day as well.
Let me ask you a question, yeah. I want to look at little player cams, yeah. What's happened since I said Pogba and all that, man? Have I just put a death wish on Pogba? Because before the game, what game were we just unbelievable? Leeds game, innit? He had a good first half. What is it with Paul Pogba? Is it because he isn't suited to Bruno anymore and he can't do the dog work Bruno? You know what I mean? Because of the positions he's picking, he's too deep. What's wrong with Pogba's form? Didn't really play well against Watford. Well, he did a little few good stuff.
I'll be honest, I don't think it's great.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Against Atletico.
Yeah.
Big game. Another big game he went missing. Against City, City you could probably say out of position kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
But I think you probably said it at the wrong time when you said
I said at the wrong time, mate. You know what I mean? I can't wait for him to have a good game, mate. So I'm going to put it as a voiceover.
Now, but you said it when we were going into a hardest period of the season. And let's be honest.
I didn't say it. All I said was on a watch along. I said Le Pioche, Pog Boom.
Did you not gas him up on the Big Six or something?
Well, but again, these guys, they don't realize he is one of the great midfielders of the Premier League in terms of. I said this: the current crop of Premier League players, he's one of the best, and that's all I said.
No, I hear that, yeah, but then everyone was saying you went overboard with the Pogba praise.
No, because you know what it was? No, you know what it is, with me, with Pogba, yeah? I defend Pogba because I feel like everybody looks to Pogba, and when he's having some sort of good form, nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to give him any credit. I've realized this for how many years with Pogba. Nobody wants to give Pogba any sort of credit. They'll just say, well, he's supposed to do that. Or, well, he's 89 million worth. Or, well, he's this, well, he's that. I just gave him credit. Maybe I gave him too much credit, but I just thought, you know what? Let's have some respect for Pogba. And I said it's for Sancho. Obviously, Sancho's carried on doing well. But for me, like I said to you, I'll always protect Paul Pogba because I always think, he doesn't get the credit he deserves sometimes. But it is what it is. Dima Britra says, Ten Hag or Poch and wife, love from India. I want Ten Hag because I believe he's the right fit right now, where United are right now. He's the right fit in terms of, I believe he can work with the youth. I believe his style of play could be something where we could look at. And, that could be the moment where United could really kick on now with Ten Hag. And I just think he's a perfect fit for United right now. Statman, obviously, you're not going to decide now, are you?
Listen, flip a coin or something right now, isn't it?
Well, it is, though.
I think the United board want Poch, but I think Ralph wants Ten Hag. That's what it feels like.
Intelligent players around him. Yeah. Pogba needs to lose some weight. Nah, I think he's lean as can be. Not true. One good game he gets. No, not really. He was on a good form, man. He was on good form, mate. But again, Pogba is not going to run on his skin now. No one else is bothering, and he's off the senses. You know what? I think that's a very, very good, comment. Maybe he's looking at it thinking, too much running around, mate. Too much kind of,
I hear that, yeah, but I don't think it's the attitude thing with Pogba right now.
No, but again, in a pitch here, when people are not doing their job and Ronaldo is not sticking to his position, and you've got you're kind of you're carrying your hopes on Elango. Wan-Bissaka can't play football. Maguire's always making mistakes. I think, when you look at it, it's just a lot of problems in there. And also, it's a fact as well, we don't have that clear number 6. Again, this is not excuses for Paul Pogba, but I just feel like maybe he over tries it a lot in games when he shouldn't do. But maybe this whole club does that a lot. It's a current thing with Bruno Fernandes. Trying a lot.
This has been Pogba, not just this season. He's always kept the ball for maybe 1-2 seconds too long since he's come to United.
Yeah. Doesn't want to overdo it before the World Cup. I don't think so. I think he does try his best. You know what I mean? But I look at Paul Pogba and I think for me, like I said to you, he's always been that player where, if you don't get him in the right system and you don't get him in the right, position, and United haven't got the best out of him, you are going to lose the qualities of Paul Pogba. I do still believe Pogba should be played further forward, but you've got the problem of Bruno Fernandes also wanting to play forward, and Bruno Fernandes isn't really doing anything as well.
But this is what I've always said. Like when people were saying Pogba, Bruno back in the starting 11, I've always said this. We're so unbalanced right now. We need a balanced starting 11 before we fit all our big names. In my eyes, Pogba and Bruno cannot play together in midfield.
Yeah.
I just don't think we have the capabilities of doing that without leaving us defensively exposed. And we've seen it a couple times. Ralph Hasenhüttl even pointed it out.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. But can you really bench a Paul Pogba?
Ultimately, what's the problem?
Can you bench a Bruno Fernandes?
Why can't they play together? Ultimately, though, why is it though they can't play together?
Because they're two ill-disciplined players. Let's be honest here. When people say Man City played it with David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, they had Fernandinho, the best holding midfielder the Premier League's ever seen, you could argue.
But they also used to be workhorses. You know how much Bernardo Silva ran apparently it's like something like crazy amount of kilometers in that game. You know, sometimes, people say, running a lot doesn't tell the whole story, but sometimes it does when you're looking at the aggression and the intensity of your runs.
I'll be honest, it's not even the running around, in it, because let's be honest, Bruno Fernandes, like someone said, it runs around a lot.
Yeah.
But you don't look at Bruno. I don't look at Bruno Fernandes and say you're running intelligently. Like you're looking at, for example, remember Bruno against Liverpool for the first goal. Bruno was technically running because he was pressing the keeper, but it wasn't an intelligent press because no one pressed with him. It was just him running around like a headless chicken, and they passed through us, and they scored.
Yeah, this is a good comment here. Luxury players always going to frustrate. No point in having. You know what? I could probably look at that and think Neymar and Mbappe, not Mbappe, Messi as well. You're looking at Neymar as well. Like, it does frustrate you a lot in terms of sometimes he doesn't want to do the other side of the work, or sometimes he looks a bit disinterested. But they're luxury players though, because on their day they can give you that moment. They can give you that moment of quality. You see that pass into Mbappe, that moment of quality. Not many players can do that. Not many players can do that, people.
But I'll be honest, I don't look at Bruno Fernandes.
It comes out to coaching as well.
I don't look at Bruno Fernandes and say you're good enough to be kind of like a luxury player kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
Like, if you're a luxury player, Mike, you should be one of the best players in the world. That you can kind of say, you know what, we might be able to carry you. Bruno Fernandes is not that.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone's asking, you pressed as a team also. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe some people just think they're bigger than doing. I don't know, but it's just, for me, it's interesting to see as well what you're doing. Because you look at David De Gea. Do you remember McTominay going mad at David De Gea? They're not all in one.
I think even Paul Pogba went mad at David De Gea the other day.
Yeah, exactly.
His Leeds, I think.
There you go. So again, everybody's not in sync. Nobody's really doing it as a team. We're not collectively as a team yet. We're not. And Ralph Rangnick's struggling because everybody wants to do their own thing. There's so many cliques in the dressing room. There's so many people that want to do their own way. And when the going gets tough, these guys are not good enough, mate. That's simple as that, man. Mr. Danny Knight said, what happened to Eric Bailly? Real question. Your guess is good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't even know if he's injured or anything. Is he injured?
Hey?
Is he injured right now?
I don't know. People. Let me know. Was he in the squad for the derby?
I can't hear.
Do you reckon he trains well? Do you reckon Bailly trains well?
Yeah. You know when you look at Bailly, yeah? Come on, that guy gives everything on the pitch.
I'm just trying to think.
He's stupid with his tackles and stuff, innit?
Maybe I'm just looking at him and thinking,
Yeah, someone said he's been on the bench.
He's been on the bench. You know what? I want to hear what the comments I got to say, because we always ask what our opinion is. Why do you think Bailly doesn't play? You got to ask yourself the question. Why doesn't Bailly play? I'm not saying it's the whole reason, but I've got some sort of reason. Maybe he's a good trainer. Maybe.
No, I don't think the training thing is it. I think Maguire, let's be honest, he has pressure to play in it. Like, he's an £80 million centre back at the end of the day, and he's club captain.
The derby.
Varane,
he does get injured a lot. Yeah.
Varane plays in it, no matter what.
Politics, yeah, that could be a problem as well. Yeah. What will it take for you to become a blue? Listen, CB, respectfully, come on, man. Bailly, Jones, pecking order, because He leaks stories. Nah, I don't see Bailly to do the bleeding side. I genuinely believe, because I'm looking at face value. You know, Ragnick should see him aggressive centre back, quick. You know what I mean? He's I just think maybe he doesn't train well. I don't know. That's not the sole reason. I think there could be other reasons, but again, like I said to you, I'm not sure. There's no real definitive answer on that.
Like the only real logical thing you could say is kind of like, you can't build a centre back partnership with Eric Bailly because he's injury prone.
Yeah, it's not reliable.
But then you can say the same thing about Rafa Varane right now.
Yeah,
because Varane's picked up a lot of injuries this year as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, true. Who have we got to watch out for, man? You know what I mean? This is going to be a very, very interesting game. No, you know what? Forget who we're going to watch out for. How do we get a result out of this game? Because I don't see how we do it. I really, really don't. I don't know what kind of plan we're going to do. Is it Sancho against Doherty? Maybe. I think that could be a very, very interesting battle. Sancho versus Doherty. That could be the one.
But they also like Christian Romero playing right centre back as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think I really, really like Christian Romero. I can't lie.
Yeah, I think I need to see more of him, but I think from what we see right now, he'll be a top centre back. But I think he won't be Tottenham for long. I tell you that, man. He'll definitely look to move on. Yeah, well, like I said to you, I think Kulusevski versus Tellez. Yeah, you know what? That would be an interesting battle. The way they get him behind, man, he's not quick, but he's very, very direct.
And another thing, we always say, we're slow closing down crosses, isn't it? Like, say, for example, we know Tellez is going to play because Shaw has COVID. Tellez comes inside trying to get closer to Kulusevski, and then Doherty has space out wide, especially Sancho or whoever plays on the left doesn't track back.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone saying, Statman, do you think Bruno is the best player at Man United?
I don't think he's ever been the best player, but he's been, I said it, under Oli, who's our most important player.
Under Oli, yeah. Because we were playing freestyle football. And
everything went through Bruno Fernandes.
Everywhere Bruno Fernandes. I think right now, I'll be honest with you, I'm looking at Bruno Fernandes very, very differently now, because I'm looking at players and I'm thinking, when it matters the most, you're not there, man. You're not there, mate. This season, when you need Bruno Fernandes, has he been there for you this season?
Who has?
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm looking at the talisman, because I look at certain players. Pogba's another one again. It's not solely Bruno Fernandes, but I'm looking at the talisman, attacking midfielder. The one that's been allowed to play in that position, because other players would want to play in that position. He's been allowed to do that, and Bruno Fernandes hasn't stepped up. This is another game where I'm looking at him thinking, bro, this is your time, man. If they're performing with Kulusevski and banter, this is your time, bro. You've got to step up, man.
I said this the other day.
Certain man have got to step up.
This fan base loves to overhype plays, isn't it? Let's be honest. Everyone says Bruno Fernandes is world class. Bruno Fernandes in big games hasn't been great. Everyone says Paul Pogba is world class. Paul Pogba hasn't been great either. Even I'll be honest, I'm looking at someone like Rafa Varane. Rafa Varane, big games. Where have you been? Injured most of the time, other than Tottenham. You played against Atletico. You weren't great. Cristiano Ronaldo, love the guy.
Yeah, this is true. He's only stepped up in 2 games. Man City away and Tottenham away. You know that?
Tottenham away
and Man City away. Remember Tottenham away? He played well. And Man City
was that away. When Pogba got the penalty?
No, the other one. The one
when Ronaldo scored.
3-1.
Oh, the 3-1. That second half, he was good. The first half, he weren't it.
I'll probably say that's his best 2 games. You know? I'm not saying Bruno Fernandes is overrated, by the way, but I think for me, I want more, man. I want more than GA, man. I want more than GA, bro.
Like someone said Pogba's class. What you say? No one's denying Pogba's ability here. But then I'll ask you this: big games. Tell me Paul Pogba's record. Tell me Bruno Fernandes' record. Tell me Ronaldo's record at United in big games this season. Yeah. Tell me Varane's record. Those are the 4 players that we have to be looking at, because those 4 players should have the most expectations. In my eyes.
Most expectations. Yeah. I've not heard this, bro. I'll have to watch it, but I've not heard anything. It could be true, because I see Wayne Rooney had an interview with him, so you might know things that we might not know. Bruno has a step to, exactly. Like I said to you, nobody stepped up, man. You know what I mean? I personally think, for me, like I said to you, when you use the word overrated, he does have qualities, but for me, like I said to you, I'm not going to say to him that, I'm not. I'm not going to put him in that pedestal again where I think, when I look at him, I think, yeah, man, he's complete or etc., etc. Or another one who I would drop him if it needs be. I'm not one of them that I'm like, he's undroppable. Do you know what people are saying? No, Bruno Fernandes has to play no matter what. Big up to Toby in the chat saying, are you going to start?
I don't even know if this is real toes, but nah, man. Can't be going. Can't be seeing. Well, not this season.
I didn't ask you, by the way. Are you going? Yeah, people, there's like literally 530 of you here, man. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's get at least 300 likes, man. So if you haven't liked the video already, like the video, subscribe to me, subscribe to Statman Baines, even though he's left YouTube and he's abandoned YouTube.
Nah, make sure you follow his Twitter as well. This guy. Yeah. I was going to say something. I can't remember now.
11 wins duels. He moans a lot. Yeah, he does moan a lot, man. Because he thinks he's bigger than what he is, man. That's what he is. That's what he is.
Wait, he's talking about here? Bruno?
Yeah, Bruno sometimes thinks he's better than what he is. I do believe he believes in his own hype. He believes that he's invincible. You're not invincible, mate. You're not.
Like, I'll be honest. How many players would you even say are undroppable right now at the club? Like, if Ralph really benched anyone, maybe Sancho.
Sancho, yeah, Sancho. Because again, I don't want Rashford playing in it.
Oh, you never know. Rashford could play,
bro.
He talked about Rashford again in the press conference.
Yeah, 100%. He is. He does think he's better than what he is. And he needs to humble himself. Simple as that, man. Certain man need to humble themselves, man. There's certain man on the bench from Man City who Gundogan would be starting at his football club, mate. But you see Gundogan moaning. No, man. You work on your game. You know what you're good at. And you look at Gundogan last season, probably arguably City's best player. But De Bruyne got all the accolades for it. De Gea, like I said to you, I think that's one because again, that's just a kind of a certain requirement that we always.
That's the rule toes, by the way, modded.
Hey?
That's the rule toes, modded.
I've already modded him, haven't I?
No.
Hey?
No, you haven't.
Tobes. Is that actual Tobes though?
Yeah. You know when you click on a person's channel now, it takes them to their channel.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. If you're a mod, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wanna mod him now. Yeah. Big up to everybody. Yeah, it's a real him. Nah, you know what? YouTube, fair play for doing that, man. It's about time they did that. They spend all that money here. Just flipping put a profile on your name, mate. You know what I mean? So let's see anyway. Let's do the team anyway before we kind of let's do the team because end of the day, I don't know what sort of team United are gonna pick in terms of personnel, etc., etc. Let's see what kind of team we can put. Right, what are we going for? Shall we go back five? What do you think United should do? Yeah. De Gea's clutch. That's it exactly. That's the perfect word to say it.
Who knows, isn't it? Like I said this to you earlier. I wouldn't be surprised if we go with a back three. But at the same time, no, I said I wouldn't be surprised because Ralph did say about the formation thing.
What are you saying, people? What shall we do? Shall we go with a back three, back five?
I think we'll stick with the 4-3-3 thing or 4-2-3-1, whatever you want to call it.
Sorry.
4-3-3.
4-3-3. Okay, people. We'll go with a 4-3-3. Obviously, David De Gea in goal. Henderson, man, doesn't get a sniff. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
He's definitely leaving in the summer.
Huh?
He's definitely leaving in the summer, Henderson.
Matched them. Back four is okay, cool. Right, I don't know how we're going to combat it. I don't know how personally you combat styles with different... I don't know, but we'll see. Right back, for me, it's got to be Dalot. It's got to be. If Wan-Bissaka starts, I've already conceded the game already. Seriously.
This is going to be interesting now because there's no excuses not to play Dalot.
Yeah.
What can you really say now? Like we're seeing Wan-Bissaka play week in, week out for the last couple of weeks. He hasn't been great.
Yeah. And this whole kind of feeling of Wan-Bissaka is defensively good. Are you mad, mate? No, man. He's a 1v1 defender, and that's about it. But again, 1v1 defending is not a whole part of a right back being a right back, especially in the modern day. Dalot has to start. For me, he has to start. I'm going with Lindelof and Varane, but This will be a massive game for these two, you know. If these two don't perform in this game, I think I might as well just give up, man. Seriously. Because
But I
this
think,
game,
let's be honest, Lindelof and Varane have built a decent partnership kind of thing, innit?
yeah.
Like,
What's the
I
goal? How
swear,
many goals have these conceded? Can you find out?
I'll check after, yeah. But I swear Lindelof and Varane's last game, they kept a clean sheet against Watford.
I guess, well,
I know what you mean, yeah, but
I know
like,
what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
come on, man. Like, look at Maguire.
I know. Listen, you know what? I'll be honest with you, but there was 2 moments in the game where we got counter-attacked, and I thought we nearly conceded. But again, I get what you mean. Like, as in, like, you know, it's a clean sheet. They've had a good base to build on. I think did they play against Villa as well? Them two played against Villa, innit? When the FA Cup, they played together.
Villa FA Cup, maybe.
Yeah, I think they might have done that. I think one of the games against Villa. Yeah, Villa FA Cup when we won 1-0. Was it 1-0 we won? Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. Right. We're gonna go with Tellers. Obviously, is gonna play. Who do you want to play in the 6?
He has to be Matic, innit?
Yeah, it's gotta be, man. It's gotta be Matic.
Because I think McTominay's a doubt for the game.
Yeah. I think.
And this is what I said to you before on the stream earlier.
Yeah.
I don't want, like, people say Matic can't play 2 games in a week, and then you're gonna potentially be playing him on Saturday and then Tuesday again. And in my eyes, we need Matic on Tuesday more than we need him against Tottenham.
Nah, man. You know what? I can't for my own sanity, man. Big 6 in it. I need the 3 points here, man.
Listen, I don't care about big 6. I'm trying to go through in the Champions League. Matic gives us the best chance in the Champions League.
We could get both, man. Why not, man? We're Man United stuck, man. Let's get both.
I know, but in terms of, come on, man, you have to manage Man United.
This is not no corner shot, man. Pick and choose and pick and mix and that. I want the 3 down points, mate.
No, but by that I mean you got
me in the building. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, but that I mean you have to take care of the Man United match. You have to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I get what you mean. Now I think, come on, man, I think right now is the only option. I think McTominay will play against in the Champions League anyway. You know what they want, man, the club. You know what I mean? Bright lights under the Old Trafford lights. You know what I mean? It's made for McTominay. Right. Are you going to pick Pogba and Bruno Fernandes here?
Wait. Someone said Matic isn't the reason we'll beat Atletico. He's dead. Look at what Nemanja Matic did when he came on against Atletico. He changed the game. He changed the game. European game, slower tempo. Nemanja Matic is the guy.
Yeah.
Come on, Said. You know it is.
Listen, I still believe that we'll do it. Why do you keep telling me to support City? I'm not supporting City. What's wrong with you, man? Like, I think there's trolls that have been sent by Steve probably to find more fans that can fit the Etihad. I don't know if there's something going on there. Listen, are we playing McTominay and Thingy together, or shall we drop one of the two? Because I think it's a very... Hey?
You mean Pogba and Bruno?
I think you got to pick one or the other, man. I don't know what it is with me, but boy, can they play together? Would you put Fred?
No, they can't play together, but it's kind of like, what would Ralph do?
Yeah. Right, let's do that then. Bruno.
Like Fred, don't get me wrong, I think Fred's been poor recently, innit, since he's come back from COVID. But he provides a more balanced midfield 3 in my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you agree with that one? Yeah. Your guy Ronaldo, man, he has to step up, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ronaldo starts on the bench and maybe Cavani starts his game.
You think so?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
You've got to win, man, people. Like I said to you.
Oh, like, there's no way in my eyes Ronaldo plays the entire 90. Come on, man. Saturday, 5:30, you end the game at 7:30. Tuesday, we're playing at 8 or something.
Tuesday, 8 o'clock, yeah? Quick turnaround, man.
It's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday. You have to watch out.
Tuesday, mate. This is a tricky affair, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be very, very tricky. But listen, anyway, let's do the combined 11. Start one. Have you got your 1 to 11 thing? I did one with Toby. We're just going to do without form. We're just going to do best 11. That's it.
Well, you want me to share my screen for that great formation?
Yeah. I know you're going to go to 180p now, but it's all good.
Go on.
Right, cool. Let's do the combined 11. Big up to everybody who's watching. Nearly 600 of you's watching. Please, guys, smash a like on the video. I know I keep emphasizing that, but it helps the channel grow. It gets us in the algorithms and whatnot. So keep liking, subscribe to Statman. Make sure you follow him on Twitch. And yeah, right. I personally think David De Gea is a better keeper than Lloris.
Yeah.
Yep, so it's David De Gea. We're not basing this on form. We're just doing a you know what it is here with the form? It's just we just play Tottenham twice a year. So let's just base it on combined 11, 1v1, 11v11. So yeah.
Dallow's better than Doherty.
Yeah, Dallow's better than Doherty. Yeah.
Varane has to get in.
Yeah, Varane.
And another one. I can't lie. I like Cristiano Romero.
Yeah, and he's left-footed as well, isn't he? Is he left-footed or is he right?
Don't even know from the top of my head.
Yeah, I think he's right.
So we're going with Romero, yeah?
Yeah, Romero, yeah. That'll be a beast centre-back, them too. They're both fairly quick, aggressive as well.
Left back. I would go Reguilon. What do you think? Does Reguilon even start for Tottenham like that? That's why he's been on the bench.
No, but if you're looking at like if he was fit and firing and he was, the better left back, I think Reguilon. Telles, I would put Telles maybe, but I'm just looking at Reguilon. I think Reguilon just about, but it's no biggie. Sure, Reguilon, Telles, they're all kind of like similar. I'll be honest with you, they're all got deficiencies.
Midfield.
Yeah. Should we play a 4-3-1 or do you want to play a 4-3-3?
Play whatever in it. Don't think it really matters.
Okay, cool.
Pogba gets in.
Pogba, yeah. Left centre mid. Naturally, who would you put in there? Would you put Højbjerg or would you put Matic as a natural holder? Oh, would you put? But because the thing is, Bentancur. That's what I'm saying.
You think Højbjerg's been brilliant this season?
No, that's what I'm saying. I would do it as a 4-2-3-1. Bentancur and Pogba. But if they're not natural sitters, Bentancur is not a natural sitter. But I would put them as a 4-2-3-1. Then you've got at least two of them in there.
So you go with Bentancur?
Bentancur, yeah. Yeah, Højbjerg will allow Højbjerg.
Nah, I'll be honest. I think Højbjerg's been poor this season.
Yeah, it's been poor. It's been pure. Yeah. Attacking mid. You would put Bruno in there just because they don't really have an out-and-out attacking midfielder.
Let's be honest. It's Bruno here. Son on the left.
Son on the left, yeah.
Wait. Flipping.
Look at Anas. Unfortunately, Bruno gets in.
Bruno has to get in. Wait.
Yeah, he has to get in. Yeah, of course.
Sancho. I'll be honest, it has to be Harry Kane up top, innit?
Yeah, of course. No doubt about that. No doubt, mate. There you have it. That's the team there. What do you reckon that team? Where would that team finish, do you reckon?
Fourth.
You think that's the first starting lineup than Chelsea's?
I think it's fourth or third.
I think it's third. Possibly second.
I'll be honest. I think that midfield just gets overrun, innit?
Yeah, it gets overrun, yeah. Yeah, cool. Now that team is bottlers. It probably is, people. But that's the team there, people. Listen, it's a big game, Statman. It's a big game, man. I don't know how to call this. I think it's going to be 1-1, people. I've got this weird feeling it's going to be 1-1. It's going to be a very, very dull game. Both teams are going to be defending. We're not going to be, I don't think we'll be able to break down a back five team. The team that plays that back five, 3 centre backs. very, very close, very, very dogged, that probably run around a lot. I don't know. I just don't think we've got it in us, man, to win it. I don't think we've got the mental, psychological reason to do it. I just don't think we can do it. Statman, what are you saying? How are you feeling?
I'm going 3-1, innit?
3-1.
Yeah.
You think United let's go 3-1?
Nah. But you know what it is, yeah? I always go 2-1, innit? And the chat normally kills me for that.
Yeah.
So I went with 3-1.
3-1. Let me know what your people, what you band saying. 1-1, 4-2, says Kahir. I'm like Saeed, yeah. 1-1. Romero right hand side. Yeah. We just trial and error. 2-1 Spurs. For me, that will kill our hopes, mate. Top 4 hopes in the mud. Kane gonna bully Maguire. If Maguire starts, Harry Kane's gonna have a field day.
Arsenal got Leicester this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, when they played?
Sunday, I think. Sunday at 2 or something.
Sunday at
2. 4:30 or 4:30, I don't know.
Yeah, I think to be honest with you, Arsenal will win Leicester. Have you seen Leicester away from home? They're not being great, man.
Yeah, but I swear Leicester have kind of picked up form. I swear they won the last 4 games in all comps.
Form, yeah, but they're still the same old, man.
Yeah, you still expect Arsenal to win, innit? And that's what Arsenal are very, very good at, beating the teams that they're meant to beat.
3-1. Top 4, yeah, 100%. Top 4 is already gone. I think psychologically it's gone. Mathematically it's always available. But I think we'll probably win this, and then we'll come back after the international break and lose flipping 3-0 to Liverpool away from home. And then we've got after that? Man United's fixtures.
What after what?
Hey?
We got Tottenham, Atletico, Leicester after that.
Yeah, Leicester, you know what I mean? It's tough.
Leicester, Everton, Norwich.
They're fighting for their lives, Everton, man, as well. So that'll be a difficult game. We haven't got a good record there as well. So
Everton fighting for their lives as well.
Exactly, man. You just know, but we'll just give them the 3 points, man. But people,
and then we've got Arsenal
up here. Yes, big up to Anas. Get the likes up, people. Over 500, you're still here. Tomorrow we're back. We're at the ground. So match reaction outside the ground, match vlog. Make sure you check it out, people. We're there. It's been a while since Old Trafford. You know what I mean? I think it's been 2 weeks now. 2 weeks and a bit since the Watford game. Statman, big up to you. Make sure you go follow him. Follow me on my socials, Instagram, Twitter, all of that good stuff. And yeah, man, big 6, 9 o'clock, people. So I'm going to go check out for a little bit, and then we'll be back later on. Someone saying, has a Liverpool? Yeah. It's after the international break, bro. After the international break. So we've got 3 weeks and a bit out. So people, love, like, and we're out, people. Take care. Bye-bye.